Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is May 31st. It is the last day of May. That means this is the last May I Scraplift You layout. So today we are scraplifting Brookside Creations. Now she scrapbooks a lot with cut files. I'm not going to use a cut file on this layout. What I am going to do is cut out some eggs, trim down this photo of Easter dinner, and then I'm going to use this acrylic egg from Scrapping Reflections. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I have a variety of papers. This plaid one is from Fancy Pants, I want to say. I have the yellow dotted one, which is a slimline paper from Brutus Monroe. I also have this green diagonal striped, which is from a Christmas paper collection from Brutus Monroe. And then this graph paper, which Simple Stories, I think. So I just kind of freehand it, drawing an egg shape, and then I'm just going to cut around all of them. So I took my acrylic egg that I had from the Scrapping Reflection shop and just kind of like laid it out and thought, okay, I just got to make this bigger. Yeah. Now, then I remembered that I have an oval cutting system from Creative Memories and really could have had perfect ovals, but kind of messed that up. That's okay though. I am trimming down my photo. I'm trimming it down to, I think, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 because I did want to get a little bit of a matte on it. And then I'm just going to arrange my eggs over top of this striped paper to kind of figure out where I want it to go and which patterns I want next to each other. So I'm going to go into my 6x6 papers yet again, and I'm going to find a couple of them to mat my photo on. Now, this is not an Instagram worthy photo of Easter dinner. It's just not. Now, I do know that some photos of food are beautiful. Sometimes I take beautiful photos of food, and sometimes it's more of a, yeah, look at this great big plate of awesomeness, and that's kind of what this was. So I'm going to just mat it on this yellowish and this kind of pinky red color. And then I'm just moving around the yellow dotted egg so that it is not right on top of the one that I had right there. And then I am going to love it. So now I've got to put on a little bit of mixed media. I am going to use some chroma mists from Brutus Monroe, and I probably should have watered these down a little bit, just because they are a strong, bright color, and there's just a lot. So I'm just spraying this on some packaging and then dropping it down to kind of make a mess. Like, that's what I'm doing right now. So I get another piece of packaging to do the red, which is candy apple red. So now I've got this thing across the page, and then I didn't even realize until afterwards that I wanted to use blue, and I grabbed the purple chroma mist instead. That's okay. Now I just grab each of them and splatter some around so that there's a little bit more mixed media on the page. And then I'm going to put my eggs down, and I do cover up a lot of the mixed media, which is totally cool with me. I'm not really concerned about it. Now, I did think about cutting out some white ovally bits to kind of represent a cut file, just to give it a nod to the inspiration layout, but ultimately I decided that I just wasn't going to do it. It didn't feel right to me. I'm still toying with the idea of outlining the eggs with a white gel pen. Right now I'm not. It's sitting over there in the pile of layouts that was finished for this month, and actually, it's not even a full pile of layouts for this month. So I guess after doing 100 sketchy videos and having all the layouts out for so long, it's kind of driving me crazy. I don't even think I have enough layouts for a layout share at the end of this month, guys. Because I've been putting them all away. So Now I'm just going to adhere this little egg to the background, and I just decided to go with white. That way it would really pop out on the background. And I am using a pen blade to go ahead and get the excess paper off around from the egg. And then I'm going to pop that down over kind of my photograph. And I'm really trying to make it look the most not like blood. That's weird, right? Yeah. So I am going to add a little bit more adhesive to these eggs because, let's face it, I did put the eggs down right on the wet mists. So there is that. Now, I was thinking about putting my journaling on some strips and placing it down there, kind of like the inspiration layout is. But you know what? I've got all these great lines, so I really don't need to have strips because I have these great lines. So I am going to use a Muji pen to write out my journaling, but I'm also really looking for something to use as my title. Now, I thought I had some sort of Easter title somewhere, but I must have already used it or gotten rid of it because I figured I would never use it. Who knows? But I am flipping through all of my things, and ultimately I end up with some thickers. Now we're going to stare at these eggs for a little bit. I actually don't mind the purple mixed media that's there on the background because there is a purple in that plaid color. But I end up going with these blue thickers, and I'm just going to spell out the word yummy. So not anything, you know, stellar, not some super creative title where I've just, you know, been completely pleased with myself. It's just a basic one-word title. I did decide to put that blue font over top of the green egg. I figured it would pop a little bit more off of there. And then I'm going to journal with my blue Muji pen, just to say what we had for Easter dinner. Now, I love brown rice, and it's almost a tradition for Easter dinner now, but I don't even think, did I make it this past year for dinner? I don't remember what we ate for dinner for Easter this past year. I'm gonna have to look at the photos because that's how I remember. So I do talk about everything that we made for dinner that year and how yummy it was, and then I just write Easter 2020 up at the top. And that is going to do it for this layout, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. Big thanks to Crystal, who came up with this series, May I Scraplift You? And I will see you guys again real soon for another video.